And welcome back to the Ritter. Gene Battaglia along with John DeTullio. The Tigers leading 1-0, but Johnny, very exciting announcement here.
Coming in just a few minutes, Dr. Dessler with an announcement towards the new ice arena here on campus.
Let's go down to ice level to Dr. Dessler.
That campaign was initiated with a wonderful $1 million gift from alumnus Stephen Schultz, who is in the house. I believe he's up in the president's box. It was followed by a second $1 million gift from alumnus K.M. Elaine and company Translux. And over the course of the last year, we have raised almost another $1 million for the support of hundreds of individual gifts, including special gifts from individuals like our trustee, Bruce Bays. Today, we step up a notch. I am so pleased to announce that with the support of the Policini Family Foundation and longtime RIT supporter Tom Golisano, we will be the recipients of a $4.5 million gift to help build our new arena. With me is Wanda Policini and Gary Policini, her son, and his family is up in the president's box. Tom Golisano, unfortunately, could not be here tonight. But when Tom was growing up, his best friend was Wanda's late husband, Gene Policini. Gene was an icon in hockey circles in the Rochester area. He headed many efforts to build youth hockey and college hockey, and I think he was probably responsible for Tom Golisano buying the Sabres. So I am so pleased to tell you that our new arena, thanks to this $4.5 million gift from the Policini Family Foundation and Tom Golisano, will be named the Gene Policini Center.
There you see it, Johnny. The arena has a name, the Gene Policini Center. Mr. Policini, a close friend to Tom Golisano. Tom Golisano behind this as well. It's great to have Rochester community members helping out.
But it's a great, great connection. I like the sound of that, the Gene Policini Center, and as you mentioned, leaders in this community helping out here at RIT. It's just a perfect, perfect fit.
We'll have more coming up next. We'll step aside shortly. Tigers lead here after 1-0. There you see the thank you. It's Mr. Policini, Mr. Golisano. Thank you so much. And welcome back to the Frank Ritter Arena where the RIT Tigers playing some good hockey tonight. They lead Air Force 2-0 after 2. Of course, tonight, the big announcement. The new arena here at RIT now has a name, the Gene Policini Center. The gift from the Policini Family Foundation and Tom Golisano. And to talk about this is the president of the Rochester Institute of Technology joining us, Bill Dessler. Great to have you with us once again. And Gene Policini, it's so fitting because he was a huge fan of hockey.
A huge fan of hockey and a very important person in the Rochester area hockey. Helped to found some of the youth leagues here. Encouraged Tom Golisano to buy the Sabres. Was a real all-around hockey fan. It's a wonderful story of a lifelong friendship until Gene passed away a few years ago. And to have him honored this way by the Policini family, as well as this selfless gift from Tom Golisano himself to honor his old friend. Tom told me nobody else's name should go on this new arena than Gene Policini's.
And what a wonderful night for this university, for RIT, Doctor. A special night for us.
Doesn't get any better than this, does it? You know, we have a packed house, teams playing well, tremendous announcement with enormous implications for the future of RIT hockey, I think. And, I think from the standpoint of a president, it's a happy day.
Yeah, and, the Tigers on the ice doing the job tonight. It's also fitting, too, because it's almost a year to the day when the campaign was announced. So with this big announcement tonight, I would imagine we're, right where we should be. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. I mean, if I had my dreams come true, we're about at 8 million or thereabouts right now. I think we'd get to 10 million sometime in the spring, get the architect's drawings going, and raise a couple million more, and we'll start construction in the fall.
Can you just tell me what you're feeling? I mean, 2 years ago, this team's in the Frozen Four, and now, almost 2 years removed, we've got everything's in motion now for a new arena. It's just how things have changed in just the last, less than 2 years.
Well, I think Wayne Wilson has said it best. We have a chance to turn the RIT hockey program into the same thing that the Syracuse basketball program means to Syracuse. It's the only Division I program in town. Hopefully, we'll soon have a women's team to go along with it in Division I. And I think that there's a tremendous opportunity for the community to rally around this team, and we've seen that all along. The problem we have is that the people from the community who want to come out and see the games can't get in because they're all sold out. There's only one solution to that. Let's build a bigger house.
And not only Dr. Dessler is our guest, but for folks who don't know, this new arena, it's going to be for the Rochester community at large. It's going to have more uses other than just for the men's hockey team.
That's correct. We'll be able to host youth hockey tournaments there. We'll be able to host concerts there if we want. Ritter will actually be increasingly available for the community, for both youth hockey and for figure skating. So I think it's a win-win all around. Of course, having a bigger arena will allow us to bring even better teams into Rochester to compete against. And we're looking forward to that competition as well.
And then, realistically, Doctor, I mean, what's the best case scenario, think, for the new arena? 2013-14 season?
If you're an optimist, yeah, you could say sometime in the 13-14 season, we could be playing in that arena.
I like it. I like the sound of that.
So do I.
Before we let you go, Doctor, a quick thought on this Tiger hockey team. It's been like you've had all these missing pieces between Shane and injuries to Saraceno and others. Just seems like once the pieces come together, this might be a special season.
It could very well be. It's a very good team. People sort of forget that. We have a lot of players coming back who are very good. We ought to expect a good season. But on the other hand, this is a typical Wayne Wilson year. You're putting the pieces together, finding out what works. We've got some new people to blend in, had a few injuries early. But now you begin to see what this team can become. This game isn't finished yet, and I hope we don't assume it is as a team. But I think we played as well as we have all season in those first two periods.
Would you like to do the game? Would you like the broadcast?
No.
Better analysis than me.
I have no idea who makes the shots. So, I'm counting on you guys to tell me.
You're making me look bad here, Doctor. Doing a great job.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And you guys do a terrific job. We thank you very much.
Well, this is a great night for fans of RIT, for fans of hockey in general. Dr. Dessler, thank you tonight and for the announcement.
You bet, and we're all happy tonight.
Congratulations.
RIT President Bill Dessler here at the second intermission. The Tigers lead 2-0. We'll come back with highlights and stats next as you look at the Gene Policini Center drawing. This is RIT Sports Zone Live.
Hello and welcome to RIT Sports Zone. I'm John DeTilio. Last November, alumnus Steve Schultz donated $1 million to RIT, officially kicking off the school's Power Play campaign to help fund the construction of a new arena here on campus for hockey. Now, 1 year later, RIT's Power Play has scored its most significant donation yet. Shelby Hill has the latest.
Construction on the future home of RIT hockey hasn't even begun, but the new facility already has a name. Thanks to a $4.5 million partnership with the Policini Foundation and Tom Golisano, the hockey program will soon call the Gene Policini Center their new home.
This is an amazing story, and we just couldn't have a better name for this arena. Gene Policini and Tom Golisano were childhood friends. When Tom Golisano decided that he was going to try to start a company, which eventually became Paychecks, together they built the company into what it is today. It's a tremendous story of personal friendship, hard work, perseverance,
And I think RIT, of course, is the beneficiary of that extraordinary relationship. And what a better way to honor Gene Policini's memory than to have his name on this magnificent new facility.
Now, what does this donation say to the Policinis and Tom Golisano's commitment to the community?
Well, I think, and maybe not as publicized all the time, the money that they certainly help out many causes throughout our community. The community is very important to them. These are people that you know, Rochester is very special to them and really help Rochester thrive. We really appreciate everything that they've done.
How gratifying is it to you in the campaign?
You know, it couldn't be better. It's exactly the big gift we needed to get this campaign going. We're, I think, over halfway there now. I think that this will build excitement towards the campaign, and hopefully if we raise a couple $1 million more, this spring we'll get an architect, and maybe if we get a couple million after that, we'll start construction in the fall.
So how much have you raised so far?
About a little over $8 million, and we're very encouraged by what we hear from the community. We have some other large asks out. There's no question we're going to build this thing. The only real question is when.
Now, do you think you're going to start building, you know, before you get the $15 million, or wait until then?
Well, now that we have a name for the center, it makes it easier for us to start looking forward to getting an architect and thinking about the placement and making some more firm plans to make this happen. And so it's exciting.
What does this do to the momentum of the campaign?
Oh, it's a big surge, let's put it that way. You know, when you get a $4.5 million gift, it sends a message out to folks that we're serious. We got some people behind us who are serious about it, and I think it's going to develop kind of a snowball, a little domino effect. We'll get more gifts, bigger gifts, hopefully, and we'll get to that $15 million point sooner than we think.
Have you already talking to some other major companies, and is there, you know, a major donation in the works? Or?
We have several things in the works. They're not nearly as big as this, but we have quite a few things in the works, and you know, they all add up. And you know, we're going to get there, and I couldn't be more thrilled, not only with this wonderful day and this wonderful announcement, but the team's playing well tonight, so what's not to like?
Is it kind of hitting you that a new rink is really going to come to campus?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've been talking about it for a while and very hopeful, and we've had some very generous gifts already. And the thing that I guess I appreciate more than anything else, or I think is special about this, it's coming from people with sincere interest in hockey, and I think it makes it that much more meaningful. The name Gene Policini will live on for a long time and will be a very special building in our community.
When you see the president standing out there saying that this thing is going to become a reality, and I kind of watched. I looked up in the stands, and I just saw the excitement in their eyes and their voices. You know, it's what we have here is a pretty darn special thing. Now we have the Gene Policini Center. We'll have people who knew about Gene, his work, his contributions to the community. I don't know how this can't succeed now.
To date, RIT has raised over half of the campaign's $15 million goal. Now, for more information on how you can join the effort to help build the Gene Policini Center, visit rit.edu/powerplay.